Menu narration option is set to off.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go, fellas. 380. Right there in the middle. 55. Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got room. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They run with Taylor, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Keep playing.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check. Flying 90. Check. 55 to Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, he's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Niners 14, Cardinals 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hayward. Let's see what you got.
First down, Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. He'll run it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, 50, I'm the ending. 54.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check it.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Alert. 55.
Here's Foreman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 1.
Chris, 15. Check 55, Mike. They can't hang with us. Watch 55. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Tighten up. Watch twist.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals 6.
Green 80. I'm coming for you, son. 36. Left. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
I got him.
Far left. Check 50. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, Foreman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Now Foreman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got you. I got you.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to take off with it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
What you got? Huh? What you got?
At the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check.
55. Michael. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 55. Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll run on first down. Foreman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Watch 55. Exit.
A carry for Foreman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 yards, first down Niners.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 34. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Throwing again on second and 10. Wilson, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He finds his target, Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A tackle that time by Akala Witherspoon.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, pump, slam.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds Beckham complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Foreman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go, fellas.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Foreman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Alert flare.
They run again with Foreman, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Wilson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Wilson on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Screen 80. Listen.
Watch the boot.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
The give to Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray will let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert.
Again, it's Foreman. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, come on now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Foreman. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Foreman.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 8. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Let's go.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Don't get nervous. Chill, chill, chill. Hey, turn it out, turn it out.
Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 48.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
3rd down.
Line 90. Check 55 for Mike.
I got him. Watch the shot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Right there in
the middle, 55. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm him at all.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Foreman. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team.